be taking some, paying attention, maybe taking some notes. I'm just going to go through an example of how to make a frequency table, and then how to do a histogram from that frequency table. Yes, sir.
What section is this?
This is section 12-2, right? And I just basically cut and pasted example problems out of your book, which I'm going to go through with you. Okay, so if you wanna see these again, they are in your book. So baseball numbers of home runs by the batters in a local home run derby are listed. What is a frequency table that represents the data? Okay? Does anyone know what a frequency table is?
You guys are a lot of talking still, and if we're having a quest on this or a quiz or test on Friday, we should like be paying attention.
Yeah. What Miss Lindgren said. Take some notes. Okay, so a frequency table is just a way of organizing information so that you can see, like, you can arrange it and kind of see how things vary, where the most home runs in this case are occurring and stuff like that. So what you want to do first is find the range, okay? Do you guys remember how to find the range? What's the range? Yes, Jordy?
Biggest minus the
Yeah,
smallest.
if you take the biggest minus the smallest, that would be the range. So in this case, the range, what's the smallest number? 2. The smallest number is 2, and the biggest number is 17? Where's 17? Oh, there's 17, okay. So it goes from 2 to 17, and so that's about 15 units apart, right? Those two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, you want to kind of round up. And so if I want to make 4 categories, I'm going to start, since there's no 1 here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little table, okay? And I'm going to put, so over here I'm going to put home runs, and then I'm going to start at the bottom of the range. It wouldn't really make sense to start at 2, would it? 2 to 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. I'm going to go from 2 to 5. Okay. How many home runs? So, and then I'm going to go the next 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4 units. Okay. Then 6 to what? What would be the next 4? 6 up to where?
10.
10, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 6 to 9, right? 6, 7, 8, 9? 7, 8, 9. Why? He was hungry. Okay. Then 10 to what? 10, 13. And then from 14, 15, 16, 17. See how each one of those has a width of 4? Okay? And the way I got that is by looking at the range, it's 15. And I just decided, well, I want to make 4 categories, okay? And I divided the next higher number that I could by 4. And I started at the lowest one. It's kind of arbitrary, but usually they'll tell you make 4 categories, or this amount of categories. And now the frequency, I just count up how many there are in each one of those categories. So home runs, how many, so this is home runs by batters in a local home run derby. How many batters hit between 2 and 5, including the endpoints, home runs?
3, 4.
Let's see, we got, and what I would do is just cross things out as I go. I got 2, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So there's 4 people hit between 2 and 5 home runs. How many people hit between 6 and 9? Let's use a different color. I have 1, 2, 3. Is that it? 4. Okay, so I have 4 people hitting between 6 and 9 home runs. How many people between 10 and 13?
3.
1, 2, 3. Is that it? That's it. How many people between 14 and 17? 1, 2, 3, and then I'm done. And that's all I do is I make a frequency table like that. Yes, Jasmine?
I still don't understand how you separated the category.
How I separated the category. I started at the lowest number, right? I want to go between the lowest number and the highest number, right? And so I subtracted between the lowest and the highest number, there's 15 spots, okay? So I said, if I want 4 categories, right, I know that that 16 divided by 4, right, would give me 4. Right, so I'd have 4 numbers in each category. So I went up by 1 until it's a nice even number. You don't want to go down because then you'd have a number that would. But we'll do another one so you get the hang of it. Okay. Then the other thing. So that's called a frequency table, and then I can make a histogram out of that. And a histogram is nothing more than a frequency table kind of bar graph thing. Okay. So I'm gonna draw a line going this way. Should go up, I think, okay? And then I'm going to divide my bar up into these categories. And you want to kind of space them evenly. So from 2 to 5. So this, in this bar, is got, so this is frequency over here. No, that's not frequency. This is number of home runs. So this is home runs. And then on the bar graph, it's going to home runs, okay? And on the bar graph, it's going to be the frequency, but we'll come back to that. So then I'm going to go 2 to, you know what? Don't do it like that. In between here is from 2 to 5. And then the next bar is going to be from 6 to 9. From 6 to 9. Because, so anything that's between 2 and 5 goes in here. Anything that's between 6 and 9 is going to be this bar. In this bar, anything that is between 10 and 13 is going to be in here. And then anything that is between 14 and 17, that's a bad 14, isn't it? 14 and 17 is going to go in there. All right? And then to indicate the frequency, that's like my bar. Okay? So what I'm going to do, frequency over here, I'm going to draw another line going up, okay? And then I'm going to say, right, all I need is, since this only goes from 3 to 4, I'm just going to make 4 divisions on my 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. And then I'm going to fill each one of these with a rectangle. Watch me go here. Watch this. So I think I could do this. So the first bar between 2 and 5 should go all the way up to the top. Whoa. Isn't that cool? Whoops. Let's try that again because it's too low. Let's make it again. Is that good enough? What? A little higher. Hey, let's get rid of that thing. Go away. There. That's pretty good, right? I could shift them down a little bit, maybe. Move them over a little bit. I don't know. Those. Alright. There must be a better way. That's pretty good, okay? We'll fake it in. So there's my first bar. What's my next bar going to look like if I go from 6 to 9?
4.
It's going to be the same height, right? So it's going to start here as well, and it's going to go over to this way and down like that, just like that. Ooh, I did that one well. How high is the next bar going to be? 3. Okay, so I'm going to start here about, and I'm going to go over and down to this guy. And then the next bar is also going to be 3, right? And then I'm done. See? Yes, sir.
Are histograms the ones that don't touch?
Histograms are the ones that do touch. Bar graphs, so you're thinking of bar graphs too, right? Bar graphs and histograms are very similar. Bar graphs are more like, they don't have numbers going along this edge. So this might be like, people like orange juice, people like grapefruit juice, people like tomato juice or something like that. People don't like any juice. And so you have different categories, but you don't have numbers on this axis, okay? or people like flavors of ice cream or something, and they'd be separated by a thing. A histogram, this thing is continuous, right? It goes 2 to 5, 6 to 9, 10 to 13. So that's the only difference, and on a histogram, the sides touch like that. So a histogram is kind of a graphical representation of a frequency table. Yes, Sawyer?
Which one is it that has the X's stacked?
That's what do you call that? Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll get to that. I forgot. Okay, so that's histogram. Should we try another one? Yes, got it. It says got it, and then it says let's try got it. Let's try this way.
No. That's the all of like the numbers that go.
Okay, so let's just kind of do this one together. Let's look at what's the high number. 100. So this one goes actually. So this one goes from 105 down to what's the lowest number? 80, right? Is 80 the lowest number? 80. Okay. So down to 80, and so that would be 25. So 25 from the highest down to the lowest, right? So if I want to make, how many categories would be a nice even number to make?
5.
5, right? And count each one as 5. Yes? That makes sense? Okay? So we'll divide up into 5 equal parts. Equal parts. And where would I start? What's the lowest number? So we're going to just do a frequency table first, and then we can do a histogram. Oops. I don't want arrows on the end. Okay. It's okay. Let's. So what are we talking about? Finishing times. Times, and this is frequency. So what do I start with? What's my lowest number?
80.
80. And so I want a width of my interval, okay, 5. So where would that go to?
85.
Not 85. It'd go to 84, right? Because it's 80, 81, 82, 83, 84 makes 5. So you got to be a little careful. So that go from 80 to 84. Then from 85 to where?
89.
89. Then from 90 to 94. Then from 95 to 99. Are we done? And then from 100 up to 104. And that makes sense, right? Wait. Uh-oh.
Gives you one more.
I need to go one more. Oh, shoot. Now they're not even. I always run into that problem. Okay? So what I might want to do, go up. What's the next? That would be too big.
But is it okay to have it a little bit bigger? Did you go to 28, or does it have to stay within those numbers?
I think it has to stay. Or yeah, I could go up to 28 and then divide by 4, right? Or I could go up to 30 and divide by 5, but you have to go up. Because you want your intervals to be the same. So I kind of messed up, which is good. Okay?
Just press out that number.
No, I can't. I got to cross out the whole thing. Okay? So I'm going to go up to, divide into 5 equal, I'm going to have to go up to 30, I guess. I have to go up to 30.
So you then you only have.
Would that work?
You can go to 28.
I could go to 28.
Do they have to stay in segments of 5, or can you determine that?
No, but
You
no,
could do 7 with 4, you could do 4 groups of 7.
105 to 80 is 25. 28.
You did 80 to 87.
Oh, you mean the last category make bigger?
Make them all bigger.
Make them all bigger.
Got it.
80 to 80. How about 80 to
Yeah, and then you have 5 groups. If you want to do your 6, do your 6, and then you'll have 5 groups. Or you'll have 6 groups.
So
of 5.
can we do 80 to 86? 80 to 85. 86 to 91. 92 to 97. 92 to 97. And then 98 to 103. Does that make sense?
And then 104 to
And then 104 up to 10,
110.
no, 109, right?
Yeah.
Adding 5 each time. So it actually has 6 values in it, okay? So you can do it however you want, but these intervals have to be pretty even. But 4 or 5 is a reasonable. Yes, Tor?
So to do that, you're bringing 5 up to 1.
I just left, what did I do?
30.
Up to 30?
Yeah.
30 divided by 5 is 6, yeah. 30 divided by 5 is 6, yeah, that makes sense. So make it something that's divisible by that next higher number. And then I think you guys could finish the rest, yeah? No? I just want to talk about 2 more things, and then we'll be, then
So
you
what do
can,
you guys do next? Tell Mr. Leader what you do next.
tell me what I do
Put
next.
how many there are?
Yeah, you would count, right? So 80 to 85, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? In there. How much in this 104 to 109 category? How many in the 104?
One.
Just 1, right? How many in the 98 to 103? Anyway, you get it, right? And then you can make a
And
histogram.
his little strategy of crossing off the numbers that you know is good ones, because you don't have to look at them.
Yeah, yeah.
Taken care of.
And you can't have the same number more than once, right? Finishing time, because did I have the same number more than once somewhere here? But, it's possible, why not? Because different people could have different times. All right, so I'm not going to finish that one, because I want to keep
Topic
going.
number 2.
Cancel. Where do we go? Let's go back to this thing, which is called a cumulative frequency table. Got it? Let me see if I can. Oh, that's no good. Where did it go? What did I do? There we go. I'm going to make a cumulative frequency table. I'm going to place capture new page. There we go. So a cumulative frequency table is one where you add up everything as you go. Cumulative. So let's look at this one real quick. So what's the range in this category? What's the lowest number? Oh, it is 0. Up to, what is this? Number of text messages sent one day by different students are shown below. This is, that's Michaela, go over there, okay? Oh, it's more than that, sorry. You missed me. This is, oh, that must be Sydney, I'm sorry. Okay.
It must be like scientific notation.
Yeah, scientific notation. Okay. Anyway, this is the number of text messages sent in a single day. So the range goes from 0 up to 49. Okay. So say I want to do 5 categories. How many numbers from 0 to 49? There's 49, right? There's actually 50 numbers, which I can take that and divide it by, if I want 5 categories, it would make sense to count by tens. Do you see that? Because I go up by 1 and if I want 5 categories, I need to, 49 minus 0, or 49, yeah, that would be 49 numbers, but I go up by 1 to 50 and I divide by 5. So I'm going to make my intervals 10 units wide. Okay? And let me show you just what a cumulative frequency table is. Frequency, and this is the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. And since I want my categories to be 10 wide, I'm starting at 0. This one's easy. 0 to where? What's 10 numbers from 0 up to what?
9.
9, okay? Because 0 to 10 would be 10 numbers. right? 0 to 10 would be 11 numbers because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 0, if you count 0, 0 to 9 would be your first one. Then from 10 to where?
19.
19. And then from 20 up to 29. And then from 30 up to 39. And then from 40 up to 49. And that would get me everything, right? Yes? And then I'm going to draw lines across. Like that. And like that. And like that. And like that. And then I'm going to count out my numbers. I want to do this one because I want to show you what the cumulative frequency. So 0 to 9, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You guys with me there? Yeah. And then 10 to 19, let me change colors. I have 1, 2, just 2. Did I do that right? Tell me if I mess up. 2. 20 to 29. Whoops, did I miss one? I missed one, didn't I? There should be 3 in there. I forgot that one. Okay? So there's 3 there. 20 to 29. How many? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 30 to 39. 1, 2. Done. Right? And 40 to 49. How many? 2. Okay. So all that a cumulative frequency table is you add them up as you go. Okay. So between 0 to 9 there's 11, and then you add this plus this. So this cumulative frequency is 14. You get that? You should be right.
So the next one.
Next one is 17. The next one is 19. The next one is 21. So all together, the nice thing about this is you can ask questions. Did I miss one or not?
I don't get how you went from 11 to 3 to 2.
Oh.
Because I'm counting up how many people made, I'm counting up these numbers. So I looked at these numbers up here, right? And I said, how many people made between 10 and 19 text messages, right? So 1, 2, is that 2 or 3? 1, 2, 3, right? Yes, Grace.
With the cumulative frequency, how did you get those?
So I just took this. So between 0 and 9, I have 11. Okay? And between 10 and 19, I have 3. I just add this number plus this number gives you this number. This number, so I go this plus this gives you this. And this plus this gives you this. Okay? And this plus this gives you this. Because what that allows you to do is look at it and say, how many people did I survey altogether? 21. I could say, how many people made between 0 and 39 text messages? Look at the table. How many people made between 0 and 39 text messages?
19.
19. How many made between 0 and 19 text messages? 14, right? So a cumulative frequency table helps you to answer questions like that, you know? And so that's what's kind of nice about it. Okay? One more quick thing. If you see, so then we have different types of bar graphs. If you see one, not bar graphs, histograms. If you see one that looks kind of like this, this, let's make a taller box here. And then this one here. No, I messed up. Okay? Let's go like this. And like this. Okay? Pretend that they're connected. This thing has a name. This is called skewed. Don't giggle. Okay? Skewed to the right. To the right. So if I had a bar graph or a histogram that kind of looked like this, And this, like, where are more of the people falling, or more of where's more of the data falling?
0 to 9.
To the right, okay? So more people are kind of leaning this way than leaning this way, okay? If you have a histogram that looks like this, whoops, that's not a histogram. If I have one that looks like this, why is it, oh, it's making lines, not. So one that looks like this, pretend that I'm doing this way. Okay? Oh, I don't like that last box. Oh, I don't want that. Those two. Okay? If you have something that looks like this, where this is more like called symmetric, right? Because it's kind of got the high point in the middle, and then it falls down on the sides. Okay? And the last thing they talk about is there's one more type that you'll see, and that one is called uniform. And uniform, it could be kind of skewed on the outside. So so if you have one that looks like this, let me bring this down a little bit. And so if you have one where you have like high sides and a low middle, okay? So say you have something that looks like this.
We do have a question when you get a minute.
Okay, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this, okay? Something like that. This is not, even though it's kind of symmetric, this is called uniform, okay? Because it's still skewed to the outside, but it's the same on both sides. All right, so those are the three types of different outcomes you could have. You could have something, of course, that's skewed to the left as well. Yes, Jordan.
Oh, so all the skew to the right, is that like the cumulative graph?
No, oh, good question. No, that's not the cumulative graph. This would just be like a table of raw data. Yeah, the cumulative, obviously, it's going to go up. Yeah, as you go. But yeah, if you graph it cumulatively. All right, and that's about it. See, I finished. Yay. So we're going to pause here. Where's my recorder? Uh-oh, it's down there somewhere. There it is. Oh, this one. And how long did I talk for? 28 minutes. That's too long. All right, so where'd it go? Oh, there it is.